fans and Kings of Horror family, this month the KOH team embarks on a new mischievous misadventure, The Chopping Block. For spine-chilling and deliciously thrilling double features, join Jake and Sophie and guest hosts like The Mummy and the Monkey, Dean of the Dead, Mr. Lobo, The Halloweeners, and Dr. Sarcophagus. In the grand tradition of Elvira and Joe Bob and many other horror heroes, hang out with our horror hosts during act breaks as they discuss the plot.
Big fan of horror movies myself.
Plus, deep dives behind the scenes, fun trivia, they'll open mail from viewers.
Insomniac, mail sack.
Then ask important questions like, what the fuck was that all about? The Chopping Block. Coming to Kings of Horror later this month. Be there. Seriously, be there.
It was really good.
The lead actor was fantastic. We should really see more plays.
That sounds good to me.
So, how was Hannah today?
She's fine. She seems like she's doing pretty well recently.
Do you think the worst is behind her?
I don't know. I hope so. Hey, what is that guy doing up ahead?
I have no idea. He's all over the place.
Is that Robert? Robert!
Hey. How you doing, Mom? Are you having an okay day, Mrs. Nelson?
Hi.
Are you hungry? I could get you something to eat if you'd like.
No, thanks.
It's a really nice day outside. You want me to open the window so you can get some fresh air? How about the TV? I can turn it on for you. Maybe read to you for a while? Is there anything I can do for you?
Oh. Unless you can bring Robert back to me, then no, there's nothing either of you can do for me.
Don't worry, Mom. You and Dad will be back together again someday.
What good does that do me right now? Another 30 or 40 years in this helpless state? Another 30 or 40 years without Robert? That's almost worse than being a cripple for the rest of my life.
Do you want me to get you one of Dad's shirts? Here.
You want me to make you a cup of tea?
That'd be nice. Cammy, thank you.
I'll be right back.
Has it gotten any easier for you, Mom?
No.
You really loved Dad, didn't you? I mean, I always knew you loved him. I guess I just never realized how much.
You have no idea. I will never again experience the same thing that I had with your father. To be able to see him again. To look into his eyes once more. To hear his laugh once again. To feel his touch once more.
There might be a way for you to see Dad again.
Why would you say something to me like that?
Because it's true.
How is that possible?
Well, there are ways in which spirits can be summoned. Given the right set of circumstances, we might be able to call Dad back to be with you, to be with us, at least in spirit form. I don't know if you'd be able to feel his touch, but you might be able to feel his presence.
And you can bring forth a spirit?
I think so. When I was in the hospital, I spent a lot of time with a girl who talked about conjuring spirits, and I've done some reading, and I think I can do it.
Will you?
Of course.
Well, when can we do it?
Well, how about tonight?
That would be wonderful. Thank you, Hannah.
You don't have to thank me. It'll be fun.
Did you tell your mom you can bring your dad back to her?
I told her I'd try.
Do you think you can really do that?
I don't know. It's not like I promised her Dad would appear.
Do you think you might be giving her false hope?
Maybe. But still, what if I can bring my dad back? Just think about it. If I can't, she's no worse off than she is now. But if I can somehow get my dad to come back, think of how happy she'll be. How happy I'll be. She'll finally have something to live for. I mean, you see her every day when you come over. All she does is lay in bed all day without a desire to even leave her room.
Do you ever think that all that conjuring stuff might be a scam? I mean, if you were a spirit, would you be hanging around here when you could be anywhere in the world? Maybe anywhere in the universe?
Probably not. But still, why don't you join us tonight? We'll all sit together, we'll hold hands, light some candles, chant some things that might bring my dad back, and worst case scenario, we all spend some time together. And if it doesn't work, we'll all be there to comfort Mom.
Okay. I guess that would be better than seeing your mom just lie there all night watching depressing old movies.
Yeah. After supper, I'll set some candles and things up, and we'll see if we can make some magic happen.
Okay.
Don't worry, Cammy. It's gonna be fun.
So how do we do this?
Well, I'll say a few things to start off with, and then I have a chant written down here that I'll recite 3 times.
That's it?
We also need to hold hands.
Even mine.
Especially yours, Mom. Come on, let's get started.
Are we sure this is gonna work?
I hope so. And if it doesn't, then at least we tried. Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We come to you tonight, great protector of souls, to ask you to send Robert Nelson's spirit to us. This is a safe place for Robert, a place where he will be welcomed and nurtured. Please send Robert so that he and his soulmate Catherine may be reunited and feel each other's love and presence again. And Robert, we request your presence. This is a place where you will be loved and cared for by your wife and loving daughter. Okay, now this is where I chant. Think only of Dad as I recite it 3 times. Only of Dad. Blood of my blood, spirit of my love, come from below and from above. Entities loving, spirit of flame, come to this circle as I call your name. Blood of my blood, spirit of my love, come from below and from above. Entities loving, spirit of flame, come to this circle as I call your name. Blood of my blood, spirit of my love, come from below and from above. Entities loving, spirit of flame, come to this circle as I call your name. Come to us, Robert. Come to us, Dad.
Come to me, sweetheart.
Did you guys feel that? You guys felt it. I know you did. You both shivered like I did.
Robert's here with us. He's here.
Cammy, do you feel him?
I feel something. It must be your dad.
Oh, Robert. I've missed you so much. I can't believe you're here with me. Can you touch my cheek or whisper in my ear? Something to make your presence more real.
Don't worry, Mom. Sometimes it takes spirits a long time to realize where they are and get settled in. And since Dad died so suddenly, I'm sure he doesn't even know that he's dead yet, that he's a spirit. I'm sure if we give him some time to settle in, he'll make himself known to us in some way.
It is you, isn't it, Robert?
It's him, Mom. I know it's him.
Would you girls mind leaving me alone with him? Maybe if I'm here by myself, he might be more comfortable revealing himself to me.
Of course not. Can I get you anything on my way out?
No, thank you. You girls have a good evening. And thank you.
Just give me a holler if you need anything, okay?
I will.
See you tomorrow, Mrs. Nelson.
Good night, Cammy. Drive home safely. Robert. It's you, isn't it? You've come back to me, honey. Can you speak to me? Can you communicate in some way? You've come back to me, honey.
Me?
I love you so much, Robert. Why did things end the way that they did? It's just so unfair. I never got to say goodbye to you.
Mom, what's going on?
Look! Your father is rocking away in his favorite chair just like he did every day for 20 years. What did you do?
Nothing. I just wanted to see if Dad was physically in the chair and we just couldn't see him.
You scared him off.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Robert, please come back to me. Don't be scared.
I'm sorry, Mom. But Dad will be back, I promise. Now that he knows that he's welcome here, there will be no way that he'll be able to stay away from us.
I'm sorry, Hannah. Of course, Daddy will be back. And hopefully this time we'll never leave.
You know, Catherine, it'd be a lot easier to get you cleaned up every day if we brought a hospital bed in here.
Robert and I shared this bed every night for every one of the 22 years we were married. I couldn't bear to get rid of it.
Well, how about the wheelchair then? We could at least get you out of this room every now and
There
then.
is nothing up there for me.
There's so many wonderful and miraculous things out there in God's beautiful world for you to still experience.
Maybe you're right, Jen. I'll think about it.
What's going on? You seem happier than normal today.
I had a good night last night.
Oh, did you sleep well?
Actually, I didn't sleep much at all.
Well, what then?
Robert came to see me last night.
Your husband, Robert?
Yep.
Catherine, Robert's dead.
I know. Robert's spirit came to visit me last night. Hannah and Cammie performed a ceremony earlier in the evening to see if they could bring Robert back to us. And it worked.
A ceremony? This doesn't sound like something God would approve of.
It was nothing. It was just Hannah and Cammie and me performing a simple, innocent ceremony to see if we could bring Robert back to us.
So how do you know it worked?
During the ceremony, we all felt a cold chill run down our spine, all at the same time. And during the middle of the night, the rocking chair started to rock all on its own. Ask Hannah. She saw it and there was no one in that chair. It had to be Robert.
I hope you're right that it was Robert.
Who else would it be?
I don't know. The devil.
What was that?
This glass just fell off the nightstand.
It was Robert. Robert knocked the glass over to let us know that he's here.
I don't know about that. Maybe I better go make you something for breakfast.
That'd be good, thanks.
Good morning.
So I heard you brought your father's spirit back last night.
I did. We performed a conjuring ceremony and Dad showed up. Mom and I both saw him rocking in his chair last night.
Are you sure it wasn't just a delusion? We all know you've had plenty of those in the past.
I did bring back my father, and it's not my fault you're such a close-minded idiot.
You're trifling with the devil.
Whatever.
Look, Hannah, you already nearly ruined your mother and father with that crap you pulled 2 years ago. Don't go and screw things up again. I've known you and your mother your whole lives. And with one exception, all the worst moments in her life have been because of you. The police picking you up, your loose morals, all your school suspensions.
I don't even know my mom wants you around.
that you? Yes, you, isn't it? Oh, Robert. I love you. I had this dream. It was... Never mind, I see your face.
Hannah.
Dad?
Hannah. I want you, Hannah. I will take you.
Who's there? Do these things really work?
I think so. You know Michelle from English Comp?
Yeah.
She says she has a consecrated Ouija board, and since it's consecrated, every time she uses it, at least one spirit comes forward.
Is this board consecrated?
Yeah. Michelle took care of doing that to the board last night.
How'd she do it?
I don't know. I think she burned some candles and said a prayer or chant over it.
Cool. Let's get started.
Just make sure you don't force the pointer to spell out something you wanted to spell out.
I won't. Don't worry.
Let's do this.
This is exciting.
No. Okay. Are there any spirits in this house? Is there anyone from the spirit world who wishes to speak with us? Are Ouija boards a scam? Did you do that?
No, I swear. Ask it some more questions.
Okay. Who's here to speak with us?
It's Dad. How are you, Dad? He's doing fine. Is there anything you want me to tell Mom? I have to go tell Mom.
Are you in heaven, Mr. Nelson? Hi. Bill? Kel? You're gonna kill me? Welcome. 2. Oh.
that. What are you doing? Ouija boards are the work of the devil. I never want to see one of them in this house again.
This isn't your house, Aunt Jennifer.
I don't care. Now go do some studying or something so I can make dinner in peace. Morning.
Good morning, Jen.
How are you today?
I'm okay, I guess.
How about we get you all cleaned up for the day, okay?
That sounds good, thanks.
So, did you have any dreams of Robert last night?
No. At least none that I can remember, anyway. Do you think I'm just having dreams about Robert, or do you think he's really here?
I don't think Robert's here. While there are many things out there that we still don't understand, I do know that Robert is in either heaven or in hell right now. Probably heaven. And he's not some spirit who's still here on earth. I'm sure he'd like to be with you. And who could blame him? I mean, who wouldn't want to be with a wonderful and beautiful woman like you? But he's not.
Well, what about what the Ouija board said?
I'm sure all that was just Hannah and Cammie unconsciously having the board say what they wanted it to say.
Have you ever used a Ouija board?
No. I can't say that I ever want to try one.
What if the girls let you try it?
It's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Because they're dabbling with the devil, Catherine. And I want no part of that.
Their eyes, filled with loathing and greed, gleaming in the dark, mighty Allah having long ago abandoned the forsaken who reside in this dungeon. Should I start on the next chapter?
No, that'll be enough for tonight. Thanks, honey.
Should I get you all tucked in?
That'd be nice. Where has Cammie been these past couple of days?
I don't know. She hasn't responded to any of my texts, and she wasn't in class this morning.
Is she okay?
I don't know. If I don't hear from her by the morning, I'll call her mom tomorrow.
What was that?
I don't know. What is that? What's going on?
I don't know.
Why doesn't it stop?
I don't know. What, maybe it's your father.
Maybe.
What in the world was that?
Maybe it was the man I saw watching you and Aunt Jennifer this morning.
What man?
I don't know. When I woke up, I came to check on you, and there's this man watching you and Aunt Jennifer.
Did you speak to him?
No? I didn't think he was real. I closed my eyes for a second to make sure I was seeing clearly, and when I opened them, he was gone.
Maybe it's your father.
I don't know. He didn't really look like Dad. But he was sort of an apparition, so I guess it could have been him.
What should we do?
I don't know. Can I sleep in here tonight?
Yes, please. Thank you, Jen.
So what else can I do for you?
Could you go into Hannah's bedroom and bring some magazines in to read to me?
Sure.
She should have some lying around there.
I'll be right back.
There's something strange going on in this house.
Why do you say that?
The other day when you went into your mom's bedroom to tell her that your dad was here, the Ouija board started speaking on its own to me.
What did it say?
I will kill you.
What?
Yeah, and that's not the craziest thing.
There's more?
Yeah, so after I regained my composure, I put my fingers back on the pointer, but before I could ask it anything else, it started moving on its own.
What did it spell at that time?
Welcome to hell. It was at that point that I ran out the door, fully intending never to step foot back in this house again.
So what do you think's going on? Do you think my dad turned evil or something?
I don't think your dad's here. I think we unleashed something bad.
What do we do?
I'm not sure. I have heard that when an evil spirit enters a house, it feeds on the fear that the people in the house have of it. So maybe if we don't show any fear while the spirit's around, we'll take away its power. Maybe we should almost put out a welcome mat for the spirit to keep it happy.
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna make the spirit feel welcome, we need to learn its name. Maybe we should get another Ouija board so we could ask it some more questions.
What do you mean, get another one?
Well, after you left, Aunt Jennifer got so mad that she threw ours away.
What are you talking about? I saw the Ouija board down in the basement just a little while ago when your mom sent me down there to bring up some canned goods.
You did?
Yeah, what were you doing with it down there?
Nothing. I had no idea it was down there. I thought Jennifer threw it away.
Then how did it end up down there?
I don't know. Maybe she felt bad, so she took it out of the trash, but put it down there so she wouldn't have to look at it.
We'll go down and get it, and we'll set it up on the table and ask it some more questions.
Yeah, okay.
Hannah? Who's there?
So what should we ask it first? Its name, where it comes from, and why it wants to kill you. Sounds good. Who is it that's really here with us?
Chemock. Is that even a name?
I guess. Why are you here, Chemock? Did my father send you?
Why do you want to kill me?
I don't. I thought you said the spirit wanted to kill you.
He said he did. He did.
Where do you come from, Chemock?
Hi, girls.
Hi, Aunt Jennifer.
What are you two doing?
Oh, we're trying
Ouija boards are the devil's plaything. This board is evil.
What are you doing? It's my board.
Hey,
It's Jennifer. Jennifer? It's my board, Jennifer. It's been consecrated. This board has seen its last day on Earth. What are you doing? Stop that.
No good can come from having that board around.
You're crazy.
Trust me. They'll thank you for doing this. But you don't know what you're messing with.
let's go. So, Aunt Jennifer told you about what she did?
Yeah, she told me what happened. What are you and Cammy doing with that board?
Cammy got the board so we could talk to Dad.
Have you spoken to him?
Mom, I don't think it's Dad who's here with us.
Then who is it?
Well, before Aunt Jennifer took the board, the spirit came forward and said his name was Chemock.
What kind of name is Chemock?
We don't know, but Cammy's looking into it.
Did you see that?
What?
Someone just walked by.
Are you sure?
There's someone out there.
Okay, we'll go check. There's no one out there, Mom.
There have been some really strange things happening around here these past few days. I'm getting scared, Hannah. Did we bring something evil into this house?
No. We'll know more about what's going on and how to handle it when Cammy finds out more about this Chemock guy. I promise.
I hope so.
Vociaro spiritualis deceptentisum. 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 Vociaro spiritualis deceptentisum.
I'm afraid I don't have good news about Chemock.
After last night, I know you don't have anything good to tell us about him.
Well, to start with, he was known as Chemock the Cruel. The earliest historical references to Chemock date back to the 15th century. He was a friend, confidant, and protector of Vlad the Impaler.
Dracula?
Yeah. Chemock was a ruthless, reckless, completely unpredictable warrior who fought side by side on many occasions with Vlad. In fact, as disgusting and horrific as Vlad was, contemporaries of theirs often said that Chemock the Cruel was even worse, even more brutal and heartless than Vlad.
Are you kidding me?
No. As it turns out, Chemock was maybe the only person that Vlad ever actually trusted and respected. And to reward Chemock for his loyalty and brutality, Vlad would often confer certain spoils upon Chemock.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, Chemock had a voracious sexual appetite, especially for young women. So whenever they were out marauding and massacring, Vlad would let him have his pick of the women, and he would pick many of them.
Taji!
One source says that he once raped 6 women in one night.
course, after he had his way with them, he typically rammed a saber through their stomachs. He was even known to behead some of them if he was feeling particularly cruel at the time. Only rarely did he allow the women that he raped to live. Oh my gosh. Chemock was eventually killed in the ambush that led to Vlad being caught and imprisoned. Vlad was so upset at his loss that when he was released from prison years later, he had a witch conjure Chemock's spirit so that they could continue to fight and kill together. And Chemock's been roaming the earth ever since.
So what is he doing here?
Well, he's here to continue with his raping, marauding, and slaughtering, I'd assume. Adding to why he may have chosen this house is that there are a few young women here who may have caught his attention.
So how do we get rid of him?
Why do we need to get rid of him? I mean, Cammy, you said it yourself. Spirits feed off of fear. So what if we made Chemock feel welcome? If we don't show any fear and we make him feel welcome, he might be our protector. And if worse comes to worse, he'll just see that we're not afraid and he'll move on to somewhere else. Look, maybe I can come up with a plan to make Chemock feel welcome. And if it doesn't work, what's the risk? I mean, he's just a spirit. How much harm can he really do?
I don't think I like this idea, Hannah.
Just give me one night to see if I can convince Chemock that we accept him.
What do you think?
I guess it couldn't hurt to spend one night trying to get Chemock on our side.
What do you have in mind?
Don't you worry. I'm sure I can think of something that'll work perfectly for Chemock. Good evening, Chemock. Might I entice you to join me tonight? I've heard about your conquests and your appetites. You're welcome to join me anytime you like. I'm ready for you, Chemock.
I will devour you.
Are you gonna join me? I promise you'll enjoy yourself. Feels good, Chemock.
Are you my little pal? I thought so.
What can I do for you? Your wishes are my commands.
Go talk to your mother.
What am I to say to her?
You'll know when you see her. Will you do this for me, my love?
Of course. Mom? Mom!
Hannah? What is it?
Should have been you who died in the crash. It was Dad who I loved.
Why are you saying that?
Because it's true. Why else would I say? I just might have to kill your mother.
Whether or not Hannah has just forgotten to take her meds, or if somehow something's happened with the spirit in this house. What if she's possessed?
I don't trust that girl.
How can you say that? She's my daughter. She's your niece.
She's also a nut job.
Don't talk about her like that.
It's true. Come on, let me get you cleaned up for the day. Where did you get this?
I have no idea.
I do.
did you do to your mother?
What are you talking about?
You clawed her last night, didn't you?
I didn't touch her.
Well, then who gave her the scratch marks on her arm?
How should I know?
I don't know what you're up to, girl, but I better stop.
You were so clueless. Don't make him mad.
Hannah!
Are you okay?
Did something happen? Did you see something? There were hands everywhere coming at me.
They hurt you?
I don't think so. And there was this awful sound, like millions of bugs coming at me. And then the sound just getting louder and louder. And then the sound of the hands just disappeared. It's just gone. Like nothing had happened. Hannah? What are you doing?
Averi Santanas Signum Cornu.
Noctum Arnum Valserius Mortafers.
Diabolos Vobiscum Samadhi. Diabolos Vobiscum Samadhi. Diabolos Vobiscum Samadhi. Diabolos Vobiscum Samadhi.
I'm sure we'll figure out what's going on around here. And with Hannah. She loves you. She wants you to be happy.
I know. Things have just gotten so strange around her lately. Last night was so bizarre, it was almost incomprehensible. Hey, can I get you to do me a favor?
Sure. What is it?
Years ago, Robert and I got a box to put all of our mementos into from our years together into it. I think it's located at the far end of the basement. When I'm napping, can you see if you can find it? And if you can you bring it up here? I could really use something to keep my mind off of things.
Of course I can. Is it a big box?
No, I think it's as big as a microwave. I think we put Robert and Catherine on the side of it.
I'll go get it.
You're so good to me, Cammy.
You've always been like a second mother to me, Mrs. Nelson. I'd do anything for you. You have a nice nap. We'll go through the box when you get up. Who's there? Chemock?
Over here.
demon loose in this house, and we have to get rid of him.
He's not a demon, he's a spirit.
Whatever you want to call him, we're not safe in this house as long as he's here.
What should we do?
I talked with Reverend Jenkins from my church, and he said he could come over one night to do a blessing on the house to drive the demon out.
Do you think that'll work?
Of course it will. Has the Reverend ever done anything like this before?
No, but he's very strong in his faith, and he's sure that he can drive the demon out.
I guess it can't hurt to give it a try. When can he come over?
Pretty much any time in the next few days.
Should we all be here for it, or should we just leave him alone to do what he has to do?
We should probably be here. I think it would add strength, don't you?
Yeah, I think being together is better.
Strength in numbers.
Yeah.
Does Hannah have to be here?
Jen, you can't keep her out of this.
But this is all happening because of her, and
I asked her to do it.
to do what?
To bring Robert's spirit back to us. I told you that.
I forgot.
They don't even like you, Hannah. You should do something about that.
I've just been so distracted.
We'll start the evening with a prayer, and then I'll move around from room to room, praying and blessing each room until the entire house has been blessed. At that point, the demon will have nowhere to hide and will flee the home, leaving all of you in peace. Does anyone have any questions? Let's get started then. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight to seek your guidance and strength in carrying out your will. We ask that you keep your guiding hand upon our shoulders and help us rid this home of the demon that is tormenting it. We pray all of this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
We'll start right here in the bedroom, if that's okay with you, Catherine.
That would be fine with me.
Let's get started. This house is a holy place, a place blessed by the Lord, and no spirits or demons are welcome here from this day forth. All evil is henceforth banished from this dwelling. For the Lord is our shepherd, and this is his house. Only peace and love are welcome here. The power of our Lord is stronger than the power of any spirit or any demon. You may do whatever you wish, demon, and we will not be afraid. We will not bow down before you. We do not fear Satan. We only bow before our Lord and Savior, who gave his life that we may have everlasting.
What is that?
Don't be afraid. The triflings of the devil are no match for the power and glory of our Lord.
Should we move on to another room?
Yeah. Let's move into the kitchen. You'll be okay. We're just going to be 20 feet away. A lot of bad things have happened here in the kitchen.
Nothing so bad that God can't command it. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me.
Get out.
We will not get out. This is not your house. This is...
Get out of my house.
This is not your house. This is a house that belongs to God, not the devil and his pathetic minions. I am a disciple of the one and living Lord, and no simpering demon will shake my faith.
One will die for the faith.
You have the strength of God. We are redeemed from the tyranny of the devil.
Your God is with you. listening. He's afraid to stand before me.
You have no power over me or this house. This is God's house, and he fears no man or beast. Leave us. Be gone, demon, and never come back.
You fool. Your only hope is to submit to me.
My soul will never be yours.
It already is. Run all you want, you coward, but my thirst won't be assuaged until my tongue tastes blood.
We are not cowards. We bow down before no demon. The power of Christ compels you to leave this house and these people. Through the power of Christ, we fear nothing.
I will not be denied.
And I don't fear you.
I will taste blood.
Let me go check on Mrs. Nelson.
Do you think he's gone?
Not a chance.
I still can't believe what we saw last night.
Chemock is a powerful spirit.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me. I'm still questioning if I really saw what I think that I saw.
I knew he wouldn't disappoint us.
You know, part of me is glad that I got to see what I saw, because it was just so unbelievable, but a bigger part of me knows I could have gone my entire life without experiencing something like that and been just fine with it.
I'm sure Chemock will think of more ways to demonstrate for us his strength and majesty.
Majesty? There was nothing majestic about him. He was terrorizing us.
You don't know him like I know him.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
We have to get rid of him, Hannah. He said he would taste blood.
He's a spirit. A ghost. How is he supposed to do any real harm to us?
You saw what happened last night. He absolutely has the power to do damage.
What is that?
I don't know.
We better go check on it.
Something's after me! Something's trying to get me! And it's evil!
You're okay.
Nothing's going to hurt you.
No one and nothing is trying to hurt you.
How do you know that? You have no idea what Chemock is capable of. Stop! Stop it! Why won't you leave us alone? Ah! What's that? Why won't it stop?
Catherine, Catherine. Help me, Catherine. Help me.
Oh, Daddy! It's not your dad, Hannah. Move, Cammy!
It's so cold in here.
Move! We're coming, honey! Cammy, let her out! It's not your husband!
Catherine, please, Catherine.
Let her out!
Please,
I'll help you, Daddy!
Catherine.
Are you sure you don't want one more drink of water before I go? I think I'm good for the night.
Are you gonna be okay? I can stay if you want me to.
Hannah's in the other bedroom, so I should be okay.
That doesn't come from me at all.
I think it's worse since the reference been here. I think it angered Chemock. Did you hear that he attacked Cammy?
No. What happened?
The other day, she was getting out of the car in front of the house and she said that she heard a roar and then felt a blast of wind. Although she said that the wind didn't hit her, it went right through her. She got back in the car and she went home.
We've got to do something about this.
But what?
I don't know.
My one idea certainly didn't work. What about selling the house and moving somewhere else?
I don't think I can afford that.
Well, think of something.
Thanks, Jen. For everything.
I'll see you in the morning.
I miss you so much, honey. Hannah? Can you come here? Hannah?
Hello, Catherine. I've seen Robert.
No, you haven't. He would never be in the same place as you.
So naive. I bet he enjoyed having you.
No. You are not welcome here.
I could have you anytime I'd like. And there's not one single thing you can do to stop it. I like the thought of that. But I think I'll take your daughter first.
No.
I'll make sure she enjoys it.
Hannah!
It's not just me that'll take their liberties with you and Hannah. You fools thought you could bring Robert back with a few chants and some happy wishes. It doesn't work that way. It's not just me you've unleashed. I've brought some friends with me. And they can't wait to get their hands on the two of you. You are going to die.
Mrs. Nelson? Are you okay?
Things are bad, Cammy. It's not just Chemock who's here. He's brought other spirits with him, other demons.
Well, I think I might have come upon a way to get rid of Chemock.
How?
I found online that there's a trained medium who lives less than 2 hours from here.
What would she do?
Well, she claims to be able to let spirits enter her body, and they can talk and act through her. Maybe Chemock will enter her body, then we can talk to him and try to find out what it would take to get him to leave us alone. She said she can come by Saturday night.
Do you think this woman can do what she claims she's able to do?
I don't know. But I figure it can't hurt to see if she's legitimate.
What does Hannah think about this?
She said it's fine with her to bring the trance medium in. She seems pretty nonchalant about all this.
I wish I knew what was going on with Hannah. She just seems...
Would it be alright if I told the trance medium to come by this weekend?
Sure.
We'll get this figured out, Mrs. Nelson. Somehow we'll figure this out.
I don't know why you guys are so intent on getting Chemock out of the house. I think he's good for us.
How can you say that?
He brings a male presence that's really been lacking. We need some testosterone around here.
Are you going to be here when the medium comes over tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to miss that. If that woman can really do what she says she can, this will be my first chance to really talk to Chemock. And if she's good at it, maybe she'll give me some tips. Can you imagine what it would feel like to have a spirit enter your body? That would be amazing.
Actually, I think it's pretty scary for the medium. I mean, what if the spirit that entered your body was that of a serial killer or a rapist? That would be awful.
What are you talking about? Haven't you ever wondered what it was like to Enter the mind of someone else?
Well, yeah, I wondered what it was like to get in the head of someone like Stephen Hawking or Shakespeare, or even my dog for a little while, but this isn't simply getting inside of somebody else's mind. This is that person taking over your body as well.
All I know is if this woman can really do what she says she can, she'll be the envy of every little girl in town.
Hannah, I don't think you realize who you're dealing with when it comes to Chemock. He was a serial killer and a rapist. He tortured people for the fun of it.
Chemock lived in a different world than we live in today. He did what he had to do to survive and to protect his people. Had you done your research, you would have known that the Turks were always trying to invade Wallachia, and he just did what he had to do to survive and to liberate his people.
Raping and then beheading a woman in a peasant village isn't liberating anybody.
There's a malevolent presence here. Incredibly malevolent.
So Cammy told you about what's going on here?
Cammy has told me nothing other than you've been having some paranormal activity lately. I like to come into these situations with no preconceived notions as to what to expect and as little information as possible so that my mind and body are free to react without prejudice.
This is Eileen. Eileen, this is Jennifer, and this is Hannah.
So you're the trans medium.
I am.
I can't say I have any faith in what you say you can do.
That's okay. Not many people do. It won't change anything.
Should we move into Mom's room to get things started?
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Mrs. Nelson, this is Eileen.
Hi.
I hear you've been having some adventures lately.
That's one way of putting it.
I'm going to get into a state of mind where I allow whatever entity or entities may be here enter my body. At that point in time, they'll be free to speak and act through me. Essentially, they'll be able to do or say whatever they want.
Can we ask the entity questions?
Absolutely. So why don't we begin?
I'm so glad all of you are joining me tonight.
Who are you?
I am Chemock, the cruel protector and friend of Vlad the Impaler.
Why are you here?
Why do I go anywhere but to unleash destruction on the masses and to take whatever spoils of victory I want? And this young one here, is one of those spoils.
What do we need to do to get you out of here?
Why would I go anywhere when I have everything I want right here? Not only do I have the young one, but I have this beauty, this precious, helpless beauty at my disposal to do with whatever I want.
Stop it.
No one, especially no woman, tells me what to do. You may end up being an even tastier treat than your daughter.
We need to move on from here, Chemock. You don't belong here.
I'll move on when I feel like moving on. And rest assured, when I do, I'll be taking a few of you back to hell with me.
Yeah. It's not up to you to decide who gets into heaven and who goes to hell.
Even saints end up in hell if I get my hands on them first. God is always looking for ways to keep people out of his house, while I am looking for ways, any excuse, to bring them into mine, especially when they're as luscious as this one.
How about we just leave the house and leave you here alone, Chemock?
If you think I'm tied to this house, you couldn't be more wrong. I will follow you wherever you go, and I will not leave you alone until my lusts for blood and sex have been satiated, and until I have as many of you back in hell as I want with me. You're all beginning to bore me. I'll be back for you, little one. And I'll make sure to leave enough energy for you too.
Eileen? Eileen, are you okay?
Wow. That was unbelievable. Chemock is pure evil. His power is growing. And once he reaches full strength, he'll be unstoppable.
So how do we get rid of him?
You can't. He's yours now. I mean, usually I would recommend that you do a cleansing of the house, you burn some sage, light candles, spread positive energy throughout the home. But in this case, it's not going to work.
What will work?
Chemock is not going to leave until he has all of the souls he wants back in hell with him. Unfortunately, it's all of you who he plans on taking back.
What would be so bad about forever being in the presence of such a strong and commanding man?
Are you crazy? Or are you just stupid? Look, obviously you have no idea what you're dealing with here. Well, I don't think it'll work. I will recommend resisting Chemock as forcefully as possible because he has nothing but the worst, the cruelest, most hateful of intentions for all of you. And while I don't think resisting him will do any good, maybe he'll grow tired of the battle. Maybe he'll move on to someone or somewhere else. Look, I'm sorry. But I think you're all totally screwed.
Chemock? Good evening, Chemock.
Wipe that smile off your face.
What's wrong? Are you upset with me?
Why would I ever be so weak as to be upset by a worthless whore like you?
What? What's going on?
Shut up! When I've gotten a little stronger, I will devour every inch of your sweet young body. You will taste so good. And when I take you, you will scream. But it won't be because I'm satisfying you. I will tear you apart. I will leave you battered and bleeding. Once my carnal desires are satiated, my followers will do as they please with you. Rest assured, when they're mauling your body and fulfilling their every twisted fetish on you, you will long for what seemed like my gentle touch. When we've all had fun with you, I will take great pleasure in making sure that every ounce of life is drained from you. I will hold the dripping blade above me. And let it fall onto my tongue one luscious, delightful drop at a time. There!
I can't believe I ever thought Chemock would be good to us.
Don't beat yourself up over it. We're all gonna have to the bad boy at least once in our lives. Oh my gosh.
What is it? Please don't tell me that's the board Aunt Jennifer burned up. Where do we go from here? I mean, should we use it?
I don't know. Maybe.
How can this be? I mean, this is impossible, right?
Is it? I mean, after all that we've seen and been through this past month, is anything impossible?
I guess that's all the more reason not to mess with it.
But if we don't, then how else are we supposed to find a way out of this mess? Who else can we turn to? We can't just let Chemock do whatever he wants to us.
We can start searching the internet, see if we can find other people who have been in our situation and somehow got out of it.
And what if we can't find someone like that? Then what?
I'm so glad you two have forgiven me for having screwed up so badly.
We've all made mistakes, honey. We've all done things that we wish we hadn't.
Yeah. What's done is done. I think it might be best if we all slept in here tonight. What do you two think?
I like that idea.
Yeah. So where do I find some extra blankets and pillows?
There are some down in the basement. They should be on a shelf next to the refrigerator.
Okay. I'll go get 'em.
I hope you and Cammy have come up with some ideas because Jennifer and I sure haven't.
We haven't. And how do you get rid of a demon that transcends space and time? You don't. All we can think of is a way to rid him of his power, but how do you do that?
Somehow we'll think of something. I have an idea that I think may work.
What?
What if I offered myself up as a sacrifice to Chemock?
You can't do that.
Why not? It's not like my life means much of anything anymore. I can't ever imagine not missing Robert every single moment of every single day. And if giving myself up to Chemock means saving you and Jennifer and Cammy, then at least my life would end up being worth something.
Mom, your life means something to me. It means everything to me. You've loved me without condition, no matter how screwed up I was or how badly I messed up. I need you.
I love you so much. Give me a hug. Oh my God, no.
What do we do?
I don't know.
I have to help.
No! Don't go down there.
What do we do?
I told no! Jennifer! Jennifer!
I have to help.
No! Please don't go down there! Don't leave me!
Jennifer. What happened?
I won't be coming back here. Ever again.
I'm so sorry. Hey, Jennifer?
Have you been able to get a hold of Jennifer yet?
No. Every time I call her, it goes straight to voicemail and she won't respond to any of my texts.
Well, if you haven't heard from her by tomorrow morning, will you go over to her apartment and see if she's okay?
Yeah.
Have you been able to find any solutions on the internet to our problem?
All I can think of is to bring a Native American medicine man to do a cleansing of the house. But I don't see how that would be any different from what happened with the Reverend.
You're probably right, but at this point, what other options do we have? Will you see if you can find one that will come here? At this point, I can't see it doing any more harm.
Okay. I'll go get my laptop and we'll find one. this afternoon. I'm pretty sure Chemock is close to reaching full strength, and once he does, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Just hope that medicine man responds to my email soon.
How is he supposed to help? What's he gonna do, huh? Burn some sage? Chant things? You really think that's gonna get rid of Chemock? So what do we do? I don't know.
What is it? What did you see?
Chemock. He was just right there. He licked your cheek.
That's what I felt.
Why won't he leave us alone? What did we do to deserve? Please don't hurt me. Please. Mom! What is it, Chemock? I never meant for anything like this to happen.
Come on. Let's get out of here.
So,